You might be thinking, hey, there's trees. That must be a forest. Well, I'm here to tell you that not all forests are created equal. Hi, my name's Christina Mitchell, and I'm a master's student in the Entomology Department at North Carolina State University. My research focuses on the ecology of forest fragments. A forest fragment can be defined as an unmanaged, forested area that acts like a habitat island in a matrix of varying habitat types. This matrix can range from agriculture or other natural areas, to neighborhoods, to impervious surfaces such as in cities. My research uses the ground beetle family Carabidae as an indicator taxa to monitor forest health. Carabids are used as an indicator species because they are ecologically and taxonomically varied, abundant, and sensitive to human-caused disturbances. Urban forest fragments differ from rural forest fragments because they often have more non-native plant species, more non-native plant biomass, changes in vegetation structure, and less canopy cover. I'm specifically interested in the different Carabidae communities present in urbanized forest fragments. Beetles in urban forests tend to have longer wings, which allows for greater dispersal by flight. They prefer more open habitats, they tend to be more herbivorous or omnivorous, and they have a smaller body size. My research took place in 2 different cities, Raleigh, North Carolina, and Newark, Delaware. I had field sites in 24 different forest fragments, 12 in Raleigh and 12 in Newark. These fragments spanned a rural to urban gradient and ranged in size from 1 to 25 hectares. Within each forest fragment, I randomly selected 10 points. These research points are where I collected a suite of vegetation data to quantify the type and species of vegetation present. These research points are also where I established my pitfall traps for collecting carabids. I had a total of 239 pitfall traps. 119 were in Raleigh and 120 in Newark. I used a standard method of sinking plastic cups in the ground and filling them with a 50-50 propylene glycol and water solution to trap the carabids inside. Traps were left open for 2 weeks, then closed for 4 weeks. I conducted a total of 5 collection events, from May to November of 2017. I then identified all the collected carabid beetles to species. This allowed me to categorize them by their life history traits for analyses. I determined each species' habitat preference, forest or open, their feeding method, predatory, herbivorous, or omnivorous, and their wing morphology, long or short. Martinson and Rout conducted a meta-analysis of carabid beetles in urban and rural forest fragments. They found that urbanization had an overall negative effect on species richness, and that urban centers showed a reduction in the abundance of individual species. The first thing to note in this figure is that urbanization only had a positive effect on open habitat species. Carabids that were large, predatory, short-winged, and preferred forested habitats all declined with urbanization. For the 2018 field season, I will continue setting out my pitfall traps to collect another season of carabids. I also plan on conducting herpafauna surveys, that is reptiles and amphibians, to see if any of my findings relating vegetation to carabid communities hold true for a different taxa.